Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I tried to speedrun to 1 million coins as fast as possible on a completely new profile and on an alt account. This was a pretty cool challenge, and shout out to Cebu because he's the reason I even know of this challenge, and he's the one who started it. He was able to get a time of 52 minutes, so in this video, I do a few runs and see if I can beat this time. If you end up enjoying the video, make sure to subscribe, and let's get right into it. The first thing I did was /hub. This brought me straight to the hub, where I then went to Jacob's house and went and farmed the potatoes. I then used these potatoes and sold them to the NPC and bought myself a rookie hoe. With this rookie hoe, I went and farmed until I got farming level 7. After obtaining farming level 7, I was able to go to the mining merchant and buy myself a promising pickaxe. After obtaining this, I used this pickaxe to go and mine some coal in the coal mines, and after mining for a bit, I got mining level 1. I then went to the gold mines, where I just kept mining literally all the ores there until I eventually got myself to about mining 7. And then after obtaining mining 7, I went back to the hub. I once again headed straight to the mining merchant and purchased 3 gold ingots, which I then used to craft into a golden axe, which I would use to go and enchant with efficiency 1 and use it to break down trees in the forest until I eventually hit foraging level 7. After hitting foraging level 7, I ran my way all the way back to the builder NPC, and I bought myself a bunch of a bunch of ice and a bunch of packed ice. I then headed straight to the bazaar, where I sold all of this and had about 25k in my purse. I then headed straight to the auction house, where I would start my flipping. To be honest, in this run, I got pretty unlucky. The item I decided to flip for all of these runs were Rejuvenate books. Rejuvenate books are very high in supply and demand, and because of this, they can go really low sometimes. And with about 26k coins in the bank, I can easily snake one for about 20k and quickly resell it for 30k, making 10k profit, which seems pretty bad, but it does add up quickly. And that is how I made a majority of my money. But that's not all I did to get the 1 million coins. I did that for a bit until I had about 400k. Then I decided to keep all of the books I actually ended up buying instead of immediately flipping them. So I bought books for about 20 to 25k, and I bought 16 of them, which I then went to the blacksmith and I used the anvil to craft it into a Rejuvenate 5 book. Thanks to the enchanting update, you do not need any XP to combine books, so this makes it really good for a new profile. So after crafting that, I headed straight back to the auction house and put it back for huge profits. Surprisingly, this actually sold and I made huge profits. Now I only needed a little bit over 50k to get 1 million, so all I ended up doing was do a quick flips of just regular Rejuvenate books until I ended up hitting 1 million coins 56 minutes in from this new profile. The record set by Cebu is a bit over 52 minutes, so I wanted to beat this. So I was pretty happy with this run because it seemed pretty well, but I knew I could do better. In my opinion, that run was pretty successful for my first attempt, but I wanted to make sure that I could go and secure the world record by beating the one and only Cebu. So what I decided to do was try it again and implement a few things to make it a bit more efficient. So the beginning of the run was basically identical. I went until I did farming 7, where I made the big notable change of when buying the promising pickaxe, I also bought 3 gold, which I could use to craft into an axe. Other than that, I didn't do much differently. until I went and I crafted my golden axe, and I made sure to get efficiency and not hesitate. After doing this, I was able to effectively and quickly grind out foraging 7 due to getting a better lobby, because before I was playing on an alt, as you guys know, and I don't have a rank on this alt, so I couldn't get a private lobby. But luckily in the second run I got better RNG and no one was grinding in the lobby, and continued to go and buy the ice and sell it to the bazaar. Now I had about 25-ish K and we headed straight to the auction. The time was already looking up from here. We had a really good pace and the auction house seemed to be much better than normal. It seemed like they were getting bought quicker and a lot of people were putting some underpriced auctions for no apparent reason, so I was able to make a lot of profit. I quickly realized that I could make a rejuvenate book for pretty cheap, about 300 or 400k, and I decided to start gathering the books for it because I got some insane deals when buying them. I was even left with about like 60k after crafting the book. I then sold this book and I was insanely close to 1 million. Yes, I literally just have to wait for these to sell and we get it. Okay, claim all. Yes, 1 mil. We did it. Oh my gosh, this was such a clean run. Boom, talk to the banker. Boom, deposit 1 million coins. Done. Oh my gosh. Let's go. 4818. Speedrun to 1 million coins on an alt account. No one knows my name here, so my YouTube rank did not affect this at all. Nobody knows the name of this alt. Somebody might, but really didn't affect anything. And I got it with no abuse of mayors. So I didn't go and try to get Jerry talismans or Jerry boxes or any of those things, or use golden shiny orbs on pigs. I did none of that. So that was the run. I think it was a pretty successful run, if I do say so myself, and I was able to get 1 million coins in 48 minutes on a completely new profile. I think there's a few ways you can improve on this if anybody else wants to compete. Big shoutouts to Cebu and Catlord because they are the reason I decided to do this challenge. And this was really fun to do. So if you guys want to compete, I challenge you guys in the comments to go and try it out. But it is a little bit difficult. The main way you could probably improve on my time is obviously like RNG. So as you saw in the first run, I got some pretty bad RNG with the auction house and I really couldn't get any good books. So that's really RNG based. But you could also find a better way to get your money to start your initial flips earlier. So my method was unlocking Bazaar and then selling the packed ice to get a good 24k, which I can go and use on the auction house to start flipping. The thing is, if you can get like 25k before ever going to the auction house, Bazaar, then you can just completely skip Bazaar and go straight to the auction house, which will increase your time by a lot, or like decrease it by a lot. I think I roughly had about a 20-minute enter to the auction house on my first run and maybe a bit lower on my second run. So I think 100% if you guys could find a way to get that 25k-ish very fast, then you could easily make a lot of coins much faster. So thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.